Today we're going to talk about an HM418 mulcher from CAT. It is presently attached to a compact track loader next generation machine. I'd like to talk about the features and the benefits of this mulcher. As you look across the front of this, we have a push bar. Our push bars are very solid. They've got a heavy duty rectangular beam on the back with two pins that project off that. What those pins are actually for is when you're in the field and you're mulching, you can pin a tree in between them, and with the next generation compact track loader that has controls and a lot of power to steer with, you can basically start mulching and cutting your tree down and steer it in a direction without any effort whatsoever. Other features on our mulcher is this. If you look at how the hose configuration is coming back to the quick disconnects onto the machine, you'll notice they're over here on the left side, giving visibility to the operator looking out forward as he's doing his task. Also over here on the left and the right side is a set of skid shoes. These skid shoes allow you to adjust the skids up or down, giving you clearance on the bottom of the rotor as you're working. If you're in rocky terrain and outcropping, a lot of areas where you could get into some other product besides dirt, you want to maybe raise them up to allow you to not impact against rock and debris in the field. From the operator's vantage point, sitting in the cab, he can look directly at his mulcher, and on the back side of here is a gauge that shows pressure. What that shows you is a yellow, green, and a red. That is giving you a feedback as the tool is operating, showing you when you're getting close to the red, you're going to get into a stall mode. When you have timber laying on the ground and you start to roll into that, it allows you to give a sample about how fast you need to be moving to do a good job on your cut. So as long as you stay a little bit south of that red and you're steady on your green, the machine is not going to stall. This is a dual speed motor. It shifts from low torque, high speed, down when you start getting a load on it. It goes into high torque, low speed on the rotor. Other features and benefits will be our serrated welded on steps. They got a heavy serrated edge on them. There's one on the bottom to put your foot on to step up onto the tractor. Up here, non-sliding, very positive to get in and move on into the machine. Let's talk a little bit about maintenance of the HM418. It has 3 grease zerks, one on the left side and 2 on the right side, that takes care of the rotor and takes care of the door. Beyond that, you'll notice is this plate. Inside this plate, when you remove that every 6 months to a year, depending on how many hours you've actually operated the tool, you want to check with your OMM and you want to check the tension of the belt. Very important to keep that belt within its parameters, but you don't want to burn your belt up. On the back side of the mulcher, we have 2 doors that are lockable. With those, on the left-hand side of the operator, that is a toolbox, and it also holds his OMM. On the right side, that is the drive motor, the motor that actually runs the tool and runs the drive belt that we just talked about on adjustment. When you open this case up right here, that houses the dual speed motor as well as the belt tension adjusters. Moving around to the front, I want to talk about the standard door feature that is on this 418 mulcher. The purpose of this door is when you open it up, you cut your heavy dense material, you close it to do the mulching. I'm going to go ahead now and open that door, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about the rotor, the teeth, as well as the serrated edges. So the door can be operated from inside the cab with your right-hand joystick, and you're using your number 3 and your number 4 button to open and close the door. You can regulate the distance of that door opening by those buttons to allow you to discharge material a little bit ahead of you, open it back up to discharge material out. But if you're wanting to remulch your material with that door closed, the serrated edges in the back side of that, it reruns that material all back through there, giving you about an inch, inch and a half mulch effect, laying it on the ground and cleaning up most of your trash. Let's talk about the teeth. The HM418 is delivered with carbide teeth, that 1-bolt retention, but you do as a customer have the option to run a chisel tooth on this HM418. As a best practice, when I finish up mulching, I like to let the machine cool down. By doing that, I give it about a 3-minute cool down period. During that time, the oils are cooling down to go service all your components. It also cools down your turbo. It also extends the life of the machine as well as the attachment. For more information on CAT mulchers, contact your local CAT dealer.